Okay. Greetings, good evening. My name is Alama Sarah, and today I will conduct interview session for NIC271 by Sir Joseph. So, the purpose of this interview to access student interpersonal communication skill by conducting and recording a structure in interview, demonstrating effective verbal and non-verbal communication, and also listening, empathy, and interaction with the interviewee. So, today with me here is Miss Janice, our icon course lecturer. So, Miss, a bit, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, sure. My name is Janice, and I just started teaching in UITM for this semester, but actually I have been teaching for so long, 15 years. So, what else do you know? Yeah.
Okay, so about you say you've been teaching for so long. So, my first question is, what is the most common cause of conflict among employees in the workplace, and how do you usually handle them?
For employees in a workplace, usually it's about getting them to work together as a team because every individual is different from one another. So sometimes it's very difficult when you're engaged in the group of activities or group work in which requires everyone to work together. And how to actually overcome this conflict is that none other than just do whatever it needs. Yeah, so if you have this one colleague of yours that probably have difficulties in engage in this group activities, so you have to like enforce them, telling that they have to do this, those things. Yeah, it may never easy. Yeah, but it's something that you have to deal in times.
So, for you personally, is it difficult to handle in a group about communication if
Yes.
they don't want to, have their own lines?
Yes, it depends. If that person like they have their own commitment, especially, and then they probably think that this work doesn't concern them or this work doesn't. It's not their priority. So you will find it very difficult to actually proceed to whatever that you need to get done.
Yeah. So my next question is, how does the effective interpersonal communication help in preventing misunderstanding and conflict at work?
Again, what is that?
Sorry. How does effective interpersonal communication means
In-
how do you communicate with them
Oh, okay.
to intervene misunderstanding and conflicts?
You mean communicate with them?
Yeah, how do you
Okay.
handle?
How do I handle?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the same situation that I'm in.
Sure.
So usually for this kind of thing, right? If I communicate with them and they still don't listen, then worst come to worst is that means they're not listening because they think that I don't have the power. So I need to get someone that has the power. Yeah, it means boss.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is another
Yes,
supervisor.
in which is very effective. For these people, since they are the leader, since they are boss, right? So whatever they say, they will always follow one. Yeah, that is the what is that? That is the last resort.
So is it happen a lot in this in your fields, or is it really just common things because everyone has own commitment?
It depends on which organizations that you're working in. Like I said, this thing depends on the working environment and the people. And some of the workplace, if you're lucky, you can have people that work together as one. Like the team that I have in Cosmo Point College before, now known as Unitar. There, the teamwork is like tip top. Everyone is like, whatever you do, they don't actually like. They like to help you without being asked about anything in return, and then that kind of thing is good. That's why I said it depending on the working environment and the people that you work with. But then when you go to like other institution in which I refuse to divulge the name. Yeah, when you go there, everyone is like they are. Selfish is not the word. I understand that they have their own and their own objective or interest. So sometimes whatever that you want to achieve, they kind of like so it
Yeah.
ended you are being alone.
Okay, so did you just mention about your shared experience results? So I can skip the question because you
Okay.
already mentioned the
Okay,
experience.
yeah.
So okay, next question. What role do active listening and empathy play in managing interpersonal conflict and in an organization? So how do you do the listening, and when people have your own conflict, do you listen or you just do your own?
Okay, because I was a program coordinator before and I
Yes.
lead a course before in accounting. So one of my problems that I'm facing is that sometimes, right, whatever I instruct them to do, they kind of like doing different things. And then sometimes they misinterpret what I say, misunderstood. So what I can, and usually how I handle this miscommunication is that usually I will, try to explain what is the thing that we are doing. I will guide them as a coordinator should do. Yeah, and hopefully they will actually do whatever it is that's supposed to get done lah.
Yeah, is it really hard to ask people to follow your lead and then you don't understand? And it's gonna be
That's why you have to have a clear guideline so that they
Yeah.
will understand. Like it's like you're asking someone to do something, but actually they don't actually get the picture how it's supposed to get done or to be done. So you have to like guide them, na, 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 and make sure you always have the question. I mean, always. Let them asking question to you, any question lah. Yeah, really feel free. I mean, let them get in touch with you just in case having problem, because if you just shut them out, I don't think that's gonna solve any problem. They just keep quiet, and then when they do the
There's
things,
a lot more problem and
yeah, and then whatever
work done, not
yeah,
done.
not done, and that you will do the things their work yourself. Yeah,
It's gonna be burden.
yeah,
Okay.
that's why.
So lastly, what advice would you give to student or new employees on maintaining good communication and resolving conflict personally, yeah, professionally, sorry.
Now, usually we have this in the office. We have this type of people that always isolate themselves from other people. That always like like he or she is living in a one man island. But they have to know that working in an organization, you always have to work together, communicate with one another. So one of the thing is that we always need to how socialize with your
Socialize
friends.
a bit.
Yeah, socialize, communicate, get to know whatever is happening in the organization. Don't be like just listening to the music and then ignore those things, and then yeah.
Yeah, it's so important to communicate because it's gonna be result on our soon progress or something. Yeah.
Yes, always communication. Yeah,
Yeah, I
communication.
think that's all from us. Yeah, thank you for doing this interview session
Okay,
with us.
okay, and
So I
thank
will continue to my next
Okay.
interview.